That's the sound you hear.
Oh, fantastic. God is still in the miracle.
Oh my God.
Break the chest.
Oh, God is still in the miracle.
That's funny. The house on Sunday. God is good.
So all the time. Has MTN done the
God is good.
I want for you when you.
Oh my God.
George you.
So we are replacing things. Phone to data, then what is it? This is a Jaguar.
I don't count as a baby.
Those of you stealing in my dreams, I will get all that. It's okay. Today we have a special chaotic shout. This is a big one, and these are the ones that I love because what is a shot immediately.
Talk to me about it.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Nana Elegba.
Oh, please. Hold on. Let me do this properly.
Mommy.
What's the date today? What's the date?
July
24th. So we are 7 days away from the end of the month. Please let me do this properly. And it's Nana Elegba's birthday. Nana Elegba, but for those who are wondering what we are talking about, Osofo Nana Elegba, the handsome, muscular, intelligent, rich, and favored by all men and women. Nana Elegba happens to be our HR director. And payday is 7 days away.
7 days time.
So
this is chaotic.
We can turn his birthday into a holiday. Chaotic.
Nana, a message here from his wife.
Hey, yeah. Oh, please read it. Please.
Nana Elegba, you are my heartbeat.
Yes.
And the children say you are their joy.
Allah.
The Joy997 FM. On this special day, in the life of this special man, in my life, the kids and I make a special declaration.
Declare!
You make every day great for us.
Hey,
take notes. You mean so much to everyone who knows you, especially me and the kids.
Me and George
you
and Winston.
Bless
and DJ
Obeti and Mubarak. Now, blessed and awesome birthday, love for Joe. From Emmy and the kids to Nana Mbro Elegba. Chief
Osofo Nana Mbro Elegba.
This one I'm sorted.
The handsome, rich.
This one after the show.
And when you arrive, we'll see you.
After the show, you for go greet.
We all go greet them.
Nana, they meet them every day.
Nana Elegba.
Today will be official.
Oh yes.
Nana, you do. Okay, we got some
chaotic shout.
Yes.
So this is the 10th anniversary wish to Dr. Benedictus Amankwa and Sarah Amankwa. Oh, beautiful. May you both have many more blissful years of marriage ahead.
I think it's a happy chaotic birthday to Mrs. Evelyn Kelvis of Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, coming from Maximus Atta and the family. Maximus is a fantastic listener of the show. I love that. What you got?
Great. So, a happy 79th birthday. Blessings to Madam Adelaide Fuasedu Apia of Mamprobi. Love always from your children. They say, the Hewlett view. That's more like children of Hewlett and grandchildren and the entire family and friends to you.
That's wonderful. Happy birthday to Philip Boche. He's a credit analyst at First Atlantic Bank, and this is from your brothers and your friends. So Gideon at Tello Oil, James at Bank of Ghana, Theo at NPA, Seth at Newmont, Charles at the Audit Department, Albert at CBG, and Dennis at UBA. You have no poor brothers.
That's right.
Anyway, and they say no brother like you, Filippo. Happy birthday.
Okay, nice. We have another one.
Yes, happy birthday to Colin Scooby.
Okay.
Colin Scooby is my very good friend. He's a banker. Collins, after everything, we will
talk.
We have to talk.
Banker in today's Friday.
Today's Friday.
Some of the things I just implied.
And final one to Ephraim. Yaira.
Yes.
From your father, Patrick Ewua.
Oh, you know from your father, I thought.
Now, did you used to watch Ultimate Paradise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to watch Ultimate Paradise. I used to love that thing. I was addicted to it. And my favorite actor in there was Kojo Demenya.
Oh, too much.
Yes, tall, dark, handsome, and he had that voice. And my goodness. Mr. Kojo Demenya is celebrating his birthday today.
Beautiful.
And VJ, Theo, and the family and the whole MDU clan are wishing him a happy birthday. Mr. Kojo Demenya, of course, now is at Rana Motors.
Right.
That reminds me, Mr. Demenya, I need a cow.
But just before you go,
yes.
I mean, today's 24th July. Today's 24th July.
Yes.
And it marks a sad day for us.
It does, actually. Yes. We were talking about this earlier. We're remembering the late Professor John Evans Atta Mills, former president of Ghana. May his soul rest in peace. But he was such a character, you know.
So humble. Yeah. He knew so much.
Indeed.
He had everything, but he was so humble.
Do you remember when he went to the ports? Oh, yeah. I think it was February 2011, right?
Yeah.
He stormed the Tema port. He confronted the police and security after Anas released Enemies of the Nation. You remember that?
Yes, remember that.
The man was mad.
He was so angry because to get him to that level, you needed to do a lot.
Indeed.
You know, and he managed to get it. And in fact, that piece managed to get him there. It was an interesting one, but I think it was really great. We call him Asubje Hine.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to play to you what he said when he got there. I'm looking for it here. Here it is. Here it is. Hey, the guy there, Ibo.
Oh, Ibo.
Hey,
because you don't often get
listen
like that.
Listen.
I'm really upset, and I think that I should let you know. I was waiting for the Anas video to be shown, and that confirmed the reports that I've been having all along. Officers of Customs, you are Ghanaian citizens. You have to help us to build a better Ghana. But if this is the kind of behavior, this is the kind of attitude that you have, you are not helping us in any way. Indeed, today, I came to express my disgust and my revulsion at the way some of you are helping to erode the benefits that we are making or we have to give to our people. You are in charge of revenue. Every day we hear reports about malpractices, people collecting bribes with careless abandon, people who think that they are entitled to take bribes. How can we get rid of corruption? I'm not saying that nobody should appreciate the work that you are doing. But when you make it a condition, somebody should give you some money before you perform your duties. I've known Customs for quite some time. I was Commissioner of Internal Revenue. And the Anas video confirmed the fears I've had for quite some time. Look at yourself. I want to talk very frankly to you. Somebody joins Customs, 2-3 years, the person is putting up a building. The person owns a car. In what organization will it take you 3 years to build? And it is not the exception. It is the rule. Very often, my Minister for Finance is worried about the fiscal gap that we have. And your duty is to collect, to display transparency in the way you operate. And I'm happy with the initiative that General Mode has taken. And I give him my full support. My brothers and sisters, let me be very honest with you. If it means transferring everybody, I will give him the authority to do so. If it means changing all the people in Customs, I will do so. Because we do not owe anybody anything. But I know there are good people amongst you. The good people should be influencing the bad ones. Because your reputation now has been soiled. And this is something that we have known all along. And I want to use this occasion to send a signal to your colleagues at Aflao. I'm aware of what they are doing. And very soon we'll descend on them. And then DVLA, one of these days, they will find me there. My brothers and sisters, this is a good opportunity for us to showcase Ghana. This is the gateway. When people want to do investment in Ghana, they come to the gateway and they are met with corruption. Go and come, go and come, go and come. Because there are some who don't want the reds. You want the blue. You want the pink. You will collect the green and the other colors. Yes. Don't be surprised that today I'm in an angry mood. And I have every reason to be angry. Because you are depriving the generality of the people of their entitlements. Look at the number of people who can hardly make ends meet. Look at the number of people who cannot go to school because we don't have the resources. Look at the number of people who go to school under trees. Look at the number of people who cannot even have access to medical care. And we need the revenue to be able to do that. And what is happening? The money you collect does not belong to you. It belongs to the nation. And nobody has a right to appropriate what belongs to the nation. And I've told General Modi that he has every right to do what he thinks is right. Of course, some allegations have also been made against GCNet. Their day of reckoning is also going to come. I'm not going to judge them on the basis of this, but the matter must be investigated. And let me also say this. Who is watching the watchman? You have security agencies which are operating here. I wish that the revelations from Anas could have come to me through the security agencies which are here. No, that has not been the case. You have a situation where all kinds of task forces have been created. There are people who come here throwing their weight around, dropping names of so-called higher-ups. I've told General Modi, and I'm telling you, if anybody comes with the president's name, the first thing you should do is to arrest that person.
I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, may he still rest in perfect peace.
Yeah.
Sad reality of the situation.
Yeah, this was February 2011, right after
Profound.
Enemies of the Nation, Anas's investigative piece had been released. And the
he was speaking deep things.
Yeah.
He was talking things that
Who watches The Watchmen?
Now.
He started asking that question all the way back in 2011.
This is such an important one.
Well, I mean,
if the man was, yes.
He certainly was one man, and I started this morning by saying it. His love for the country was not in doubt. And I mean, I remember one of his last assignments that he had to take. And at the time, you know, the video, the footages was brought to us, and you could feel that even in his 60th at the time, he still took to, you know, functions of the state. Professor Mills, and I'm just picturing him in that his yellow agbada, how is that called? Agbada, as we call it. As we call it, you know, at the Tema pots, speaking to them and making all those. I still remember that video very well. Yeah. And I watched the Enemies of the Nation as well. On a day like this, we remember the man and remember the good things that he stood for.
This is how I remember him. You know, I remember him saying the things that needed to be said, but that no politician felt brave enough to say because of personal interest. But he just didn't seem to have those personal interests that lead to corruption. You know. Anyway, I wonder what you think. What's your abiding memory of the late Professor Mills is? Okay, that one thing you remember about him. Why don't you tweet at us, use the hashtag JoySMS. But you can also call us, 0302-216-541. Why don't we take a few calls, right?
I think I want
to hear from people. You know, how do you remember the late President Atam Mills? 0302-216-541, 0244-340-437. We'd love to hear a couple of calls, and then we can get into the sports. Let's remember our dearly departed president.
We can do that.
Do you remember where you were when you heard the news?
Yeah, I was at Radio University, yes, I remember. I had finished a sports bulletin. Yeah. And then there was news trickling in. And they had to confirm and they had to be sure that it was happening. And then in a few hours, it was clear I listen to Joy FM. I listen to this news on Joy FM, also on the University of Ghana campus. Very, very sad day. But let's give the family the chance to talk about the man.
Absolutely. Let's talk to Jonathan in Ashongman. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. You made me sad this morning. Actually, the sound bite you played kind of evoked memories. Adam Mills was one of a kind, and he loved this country. I don't know. You just left me in tears, and I pray that we will get leaders who love this country like Adam Mills did. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Thanks for sharing. Let's go to Tudu. Here's Joe. Joe, good morning.
Good morning. The late president was somebody who was very, very humble, and then, I learned so many things from him that even at that position, he was very, very humble. So everybody on this side should learn from the former president, J.M. Mills. May his soul rest in peace. Amen.
Amen. Oh, that's true. That's true. Humility. We all remember him for that. Evans is in Sunyane. Hello, Evans. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, what's your abiding memory of the late president?
Well, Kojo, I will not share much about the president, but I would say he was quite a humble man, and with a president, going down to normal people, being like them and sharing his ideas and then listening to them. Such a humble president he was, and I believe if our subsequent president should learn from him, why not? The country will be a better one because he has that love for the country. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's go to Pram. Here's Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Tell me, how do you remember the late Prof?
Yes, Professor Mills was a true reflection of what we call a patriotic son of the land. He was a true statesman. And, if our politicians could be that bold and desist from their personal interest and seek the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian, I think Ghana will be a better place for us all. I remember him as we used to call him Father for All, Father of Peace. He loved peace and stuff like that. We don't see that in many of our leaders, both past and present. I haven't seen that kind of patriotism within them. But Professor Mills stood for what is right. He stood for the truth and nothing else. You heard him saying that anyone that comes to the port with his name, that person must be arrested. How many times have we heard some of our leaders giving these orders or directives? None. So I think these are our politicians have to take a cue from Professor Mills. That is what I have to say. Good morning to you and your listeners. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go to Sacramento. Here's George. Good morning, George.
Good morning, Kojo. How is it?
Not bad. Good to hear from you, George. Yeah, talk to us. Your memory of the late president.
Humility is the word. He fears God. He was, no doubt, one of the best leaders we've ever had. But good things don't last. We'll forever remember this man. He was a great leader by all standards. Okay, he said it the way it is. He means words. He said it the way it is, and he's done. Very humble, but can be very active. You understand? So humility, we must learn from this man. That is the way. If our leaders will learn, stop clearing people, and the institutions will work.
Have a good morning too. Good things don't last. That's profound and sad. East Legon next. Here's Ernest. Ernest, good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Oh, this is my first time of speaking.
Oh, really? You're welcome to the Super Morning Show family, Ernest.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this is a very, very humble president I've come to know. And that's very weird. 2012 was the time I wanted to first do my election. And then he passed away. He's a man of peace, humility. In fact, a man who is a functional man and come to a level of understanding with the average Ghanaian. In fact, anytime it comes to these days like this, I for one, I'm so much. In fact, I am touched by the man's personality so much. So he's so reciprocity. He's a man of integrity. No doubt about that. A man that wants to see things done with so much enthusiasm. In fact, he's so reciprocity. If they have dedicated it for Professor John Evans, T.F. Atamius.
Amen. Okay, let's talk to Poncho in Winchi. Good old Poncho. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How about you?
No bad. Poncho, you're our last caller. Give us your abiding memory.
Okay. Thank you very much. We love a great person like the late Professor Atamius. Anyway, sometimes I just want to sit down and think about Ghana. The time that when the time that he was in the government, people were talking about this man. His government is too slow. His government is too whatever. It's just bad syndrome on him. But look at the way the man. When the man is not part of Ghana in Ghana, or he's not living in Ghana. Look at the way people are talking about. Sad. So anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you, Poncho. God bless you. Thanks to all of you who called us. We appreciate it ever so much. So the man, he's made his mark in history, hasn't he?
Yeah. Has changed and everything. May he still rest in perfect peace. And I hope we can listen to these sound bites and try to be as patriotic as we can be.
Yeah. And the feeling is bittersweet. So, we remember him fondly because of the great things he did. But at the same time, we hear sounds like what we just played, and we realize that, in spite of all of the emotion that he took to the ports that day, even to this day, we still have difficulties. We have problems with corruption, not just at the ports, in so many aspects of our lives, and it just means that the work is not done. The work is not done. We still have a lot more to do. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I think it's time for us to get on with it, right?
Get on with the work.
Let's do it.
Life still goes on. And so the Joy Sports Center Kojo is brought to you by MTN.
Choose your own bundle. You roll with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that don't expire. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Also brings you the Joy Sports Center. Now let me tell you that it's time to say goodbye to memorizing 1,001 short codes. Experience complete one-click access to all MTN services with the My MTN app and check your airtime, your data, and your mobile balance. Buy bundles with airtime or MTN Momo, monitor your data usage and calls made. And you can access your MTN Momo account and so much more, all with the My MTN app. Download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store and get 50 megabytes of data for free. Yeah, 50 meg for free, just by downloading the My MTN app. So let's fight COVID-19 while doing the things we truly love. We're good together everywhere you stay. Now, Standard Chartered Bank continues to care about you. They want you to be safe, so they're reminding you to do the things that will keep you safe, like washing your hands, using alcohol-based hand sanitizers, and please avoid touching your face, and remember to cough or sneeze into a tissue and dispose of it right after. Now, the health and safety units, as for them, they won't take any chances. They clean everything in every branch, so that when you come, whatever you touch, whether it's the ATM or a desk or the floor or whatever, it's safe, okay? But the recommendation is, look, use the digital channels, including the SC Mobile app and the straight-to-bank platforms, particularly because when you use the SC Mobile app, you can win amazing rewards. Yeah, so please stay safe and keep well. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good!
So, Kojo, we have such a special weekend to look forward to, with the English Premier League culminating of the Joy Sports Arena on Sunday at 2 p.m.
Oh, brilliantly done. And we're all squaring to a piece. It's Yarmolenko. It's 3-2 West Ham United. Chelsea players missed the opportunity to go into the top three. Fernandes 3-0 Manchester United. There's some green words. Oh, how about that for a hit? The Reds are on a roll.
there's still much to be decided in regards to qualification for the 2 European club competitions. As we head towards the Premier League's final round of fixtures, Chelsea, Leicester, Manchester United will be battling it out for the final 2 group stage spots, and we sit with the big EPL family on Sunday from 2 p.m. Before that, there's a locker room this afternoon with a huge debate coming up, and former Ghana striker Prince Tego is on the Sports Link with Nathaniel Atto on Saturday, so there are good shows to savor. And this man is back.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one, the only Mike Tyson.
Yes, Mike Tyson is headed back to the boxing ring. As Tyson announced he will fight Roy Jones Jr. on September 12th. We'll hear from Tyson later on the show, but first, the Ghana FA president, Keto Kweku, admits failing to do wider consultations in the disbursement formula of a COVID-19 relief fund for CAF or from CAF and FIFA. Definitely has had some issues out there. Now, the FA met the 18 Premier League clubs on Wednesday to deliberate on the fund disbursement. Patrick Akwato represented Midiama SC and has been speaking to JoySports on the key points discussed in the meeting.
GFA President Keto Kweku was there. He admitted that his outfit failed to do a wider consultation on the relief disbursement formula, which has sparked the high level of brouhaha in the country. We went into the meeting with an open mind. We did not want to appear to be intransigent. We came to the conclusion that they have to go back and make some few alterations to the disbursement formula. Let nobody make any mistake about it. We have not accepted the current proposal in this state as it's looking. We've asked the Executive Council to make few amendments to some of the grey areas that we had issues with. They will come back to us. However, the principal and key point is that whatever the outcome of the decision, the 18 Premier League clubs have resolved to accept it. And that's the bottom line.
All right, so just after Premier League clubs met, the 48 Division 1 league clubs as well met yesterday via Zoom to discuss the disbursement formula for the relief funds. Now, Ghana female player Jennifer Kudus rise from an open trial signee to a key midfielder and figure for the national women's soccer team Sky Blue FC in the United States has been one of the top stories in the league. Now, she talks about how she made it and the level she would love to get to.
So I've always wanted to watch NWSL games live, but I never had a chance because I was busy with school in South Africa. A friend of mine, I think, surprised me. I think it was almost Christmas, October or something, and then surprised me to take you to the championship game. So I was really excited to see it because it's always been a dream for me to play in this. So having to witness the game live was just amazing and incredible, and I was just crying in that moment. And I keep asking me, why are you crying? And I was like, this is where I belong. I've always wanted to be in this environment, and now I just feel different. It was just amazing to witness and just to see it by myself, not people telling me, but actually see it and know how the game is. So it was really incredible.
Richardson comes out, and Jennifer Kujo comes on. Kujo out of Ghana, arrives through the open tryout process with a tremendous surprise and makes her NWSL competitive debut here tonight.
So feels like, a dream. I'm like always kind of look around and ask myself, how did this happen? Watching it a year ago, now I'm playing it. It's amazing and crazy. For me, it's more like learning different things because I have so much to learn and go and be a better player. Where I want to go is not here. I want to get to be one of the best, so hopefully that happens, but it all depends on me as a person and as a player in the field and outside the field. So I need to learn a lot about my game, what I need to improve, and turn my weakness into strength. So that's all I'm going to do.
That's a rather cool story. Great story there. And we wish her the very best, Jennifer Kujo. More to come from here, I'm sure. Let's do more here on the Sports Center. And Spanish top flight side Granada have signed talented youngster Mubarak Al-Hassan from Liberty Professionals for an undisclosed fee. The deal was finalized yesterday with the 18-year-old signing a 5-year contract.
Very, very important. I think this is the best time in my career to work even more harder. Because I think everyone wish for this opportunity to be given. So I think me having this one, I think I have to work even more harder, more sacrifices too. Because I think this one will help me. This one is the best way. Everyone will wish for this one. I think since even when I was at my early age, I was thinking I have to play for Barcelona and then teams in Spain, because I do really see myself as Iniesta type of playing. I was giving that name to it. So I think playing over there and my style of play, especially what they learned in Wafa and then what our coach taught me in Liberty too, I think it will help me more going there. I think Spain is the best place for me as now.
Mubarak Al-Hassan is certainly a good time for Ghanaian players as the moves are coming in thick and fast. English Premier League side Southampton are expected to announce the signing of Ghanaian defender Mohamed Salisu following a successful medical yesterday. A 21-year-old has agreed to join the Premier League club from Real Valladolid and finalize the transfer by undergoing his physical examination. The formalities of the transfer are now all complete, with official announcement expected soon. Let's talk about what happened in Italy last night, while Juventus missed out on the chance to wrap up the Serie A title as they failed to what boss Maurizio Sarri called a messy defeat. A struggling Udinese. Udinese beat Juventus by 2-1, and we know Lazio striker Ciro Immobile is actually right in their golden boot, overtaking Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's just end with boxing right now, because Mike Tyson announced he will fight Roy Jones Jr. on September 12 at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Southern California. So what motivated Tyson, who is 54, to want to get back in the ring? Let's hear from him.
I'm starting this new league called Legends Only League. It starts September 12th in Los Angeles, and it will be announced soon. And it's going to be like a 3-hour event with the special performance to be announced really soon. And it's going to be watched on pay-per-view on Triller platform. 8 rounds exhibition called Frontline Battle. Me and Roy Jones. I was watching this insight about Jerry Rice. And at his age right now, he's amazingly fast and can still perform. And I'm saying, why can't he and another 5 or 6 people play another quarterback and his 5 or 6 people, and why can't we have a game of legends playing?
Okay, so a game of legends. We're going to see 50-year-olds boxing. That will be some side with Mike Tyson right in the midst there. That's it for the Joy Sports Center, Kojo. We're back at 1:10 p.m. with the locker room. You have a fantastic show.
Thank you.
And be good as always.
Yeah. George Addy Jr. returns with the Joy Sports Center on Monday morning. But make sure you catch them in the locker room later on Joy997.